Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Couple channel. I'm Wendy and this is my review for My Old Ass. An 18th birthday mushroom trip brings Elliott face to face with her wisecracking 39-year-old self. When the older Elliott starts handing out warnings about what her younger self should do and shouldn't do, she realizes she has to rethink everything about family, love, and what's becoming a transformative summer. So if your younger self received warning or advice from your older self from the future, would you take it? I like that this is exactly what this movie explores. It's a very much a self-discovery, coming-of-age movie. It sets with younger Elliott, played by Maisy Stella, who, you just heard in the description earlier, she basically has a mushroom trip and she sees her older self. And I like that they immediately go into it with this movie. They kind of set up, give you a taste of what Elliott's current personality is. It's her summer, she's 18, she's about to leave home for college, so it's essentially her last summer at home, and she has a lot of, I don't want to call it cabin fever, but she is ready to leave the home, ready to not like live in the same house as her parents and with her siblings, and just be really independent. And during this mushroom trip, she gets a little visit from her 39-year-old self, played by Aubrey Plaza, who is always so great and so funny and fun to watch on screen, giving her, advice on like, hey, this is, some of the things that I think you should consider, as you're embarking on this next chapter in your life. And I think what's hilarious is that first we get a taste of who Elliott is, and she's young, it's super relatable, and she's just, down to have a good time and not really necessarily has a bad relationship with her family. I think she's just at that point in her age where she is ready to, be on her own, ready to make her own decisions. And what I really like right away when the older Elliott and the younger Elliott meet, it's this sort of, are you for real? I know I'm tripping, but are you for real? And they have these like very occasion, like a scene where she verifies like, yeah, it is me, your older self.
But I'm you.
You're me.
What's up?
I don't have a gap in my teeth.
Yeah, wear your retainer. Left boob, 1 cup smaller than the right.
And this very funny exchange back and forth about how one looks, like the hairstyle, why do you have bangs, why do you look like this? And it's sort of, Aubrey Plaza's character, same character but older, fires back, and it's kind of like, hey, I only look like this because of XYZ things you did. So it's really hilarious, and right away I wondered, not only the premise of the movie is sort of, the younger character is able to talk to her older self, is how are they going to play this off through the entire movie? Like, is the older Elliott staying through the whole thing? So does that mean she's tripping on mushrooms the whole time? Or how is it handled? The movie actually handles it pretty well. And at some point also, just given the premise of this, you have to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief and just kind of roll with the punches. I think once you give over to that and don't question if like what is logical and what is possible in real life, the better this movie is going to be for you. It's very touching because, she is ready to leave for college. She's kind of growing tired of like being told like, oh, you have to do this, oh, can you do that? And I think we, as we get older, we can all sort of relate to thinking back to that chapter of our life. We're so ready to go to college and be on our own, and then what do we do when like after like our first maybe like really hard day or night at college is, for the most part, we want our parent or that parental figure to talk to us. So I think what's really cool that this movie touches on is the older self saying, hey, I know you're ready to leave, but use this last couple of weeks that you have in this house with them. Talk to your mom. Talk to your dad. Enjoy your time on this cranberry farm. They're cranberry farmers. Play a game of golf with your brother. And it's a lot of self-reflecting. And I like that younger Elliott sort of takes this in stride and be like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll give it a try. It's weird that, I was just tripping on something. But yeah, I'll take the advice. And she does. And you sort of see how that molds her relationship moving forward with her family. But this movie isn't all a cautionary tale of like, oh, don't do this so you avoid this. The older character, the older Elliott, has never tried to really sway her from doing anything. She's really giving suggestions like, well, I really think you should talk to your mom. I would really give it a try. I would go and play that extra game of golf with your brother. I think, I wish I had one more game with my brother. It's just like little little hints of that where it makes younger Elliott say, because it's kind of nagging in the back of her brain when she physically can't get in touch with or see older Elliott. She's like, fine, I'll do it. And through that, she ignites a different sort of relationship and connection with them, which is very sweet to see. And to just circle back to the Elliott's warning of do not do's, there is one thing that she suggests to Elliott, younger Elliott, that she shouldn't do, and is to avoid someone named Chad. And because of that, throughout the whole movie, I felt like I was looking for, what is Chad gonna do to her? Is he going to, like they're gonna have this attraction, this like summer fling relationship, and then he's gonna cheat on her? It's actually so much more than that. That's what I just said is very surface level and doesn't even come close to having anything to do with that scenario. So it's really interesting how that plays out. At the end of it all, this is a very touching movie. There are two scenes that really made me tear up, because I think anyone who is over the age of if you've finished college and on, like that kind of age bracket, I think you can look back in those very sweet moments that young Elliott has with her friends and her family members, and you kind of go, wow, I really do wish maybe I had advice from my older self to really take in this moment, really cherish that moment, and don't take this and that for granted. And I think the movie does kind of serve as that. Like, yeah, we are older now. We're not going to get to be 18 ever again, but we can take that mentality and, go on with our lives and just kind of apply that in little moments with your friends and family. It's very touching. I really liked it. There's comedy. There's a little bit of that. I guess you could kind of call it sci-fi, as in how older Elliott is able to kind of like continue to appear, but it's not a sci-fi by any means. Like I would put it more like a comedy, dramedy, coming of age movie. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth checking out. And if you're older, you have a daughter who is about to, leave for college, maybe this is a cute little family, family night film to see. The rating I'm going to give my old ass is check it out. There you have it. That is my thoughts on the movie. Let me know your thoughts once you've seen it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.